So the crypto space has become a bit sideways lately. Price action has not been that interesting despite all kinds of bullish news coming out. So today I'm going to take you through the top 6 narratives of this bull run, and I want your opinion on something. I want to know which of these 6 narratives do you think will be the main narrative moving forward or the biggest impact of crypto in the short term. So we're going to go through 6 different narratives. With that, just know I'm not your financial advisor. This is certainly not financial advice. I'm just going to share with you some things I've found along the way in my journey, and I would love for you to comment. If you're not a subscriber, now is the time to like, subscribe, and share and do all these things. And the first thing we're going to do is just look right here, Bitcoin. The last couple weeks, very, very tight, narrow range. Not a crazy amount of price action in this consolidation phase. We're tending to stay right above this trend line here, which is good, but it's sloping downwards. So when is this going to break? I'm not 100% sure. I can look at technical analysis all day long, but let's look at the top narratives of 2024 and 25's crypto run here. But before we do that, look, we're still in a neutral, more towards fear on the fear and greed index. Market cap 3.2 trillion. We've gone down pretty significantly since its height. It doesn't look amazing right now, except the narratives in the back end. And that's what we're going to go through right now. So here's a little, I just did this to make it easy. The first narrative I'm talking about is institutional adoption and Bitcoin's milestone. The milestone of over 100,000. So we got over 100,000 in December 24. And the ETFs were January of 24 also. So 24 really set the stage for this bull run, and it kicked it off with those ETFs being approved for Bitcoin. Now, moving forward, there's more and more ETFs coming on the horizon. There's an Ethereum one already. There's an Ethereum and Bitcoin one that's been applied for. I'm not sure if that was approved yet. There's a XRP, Solana, talk of Chainlink, all kinds of ETFs. So this first narrative, if you think narrative number 1 is going to drive the market, put a number 1 down below. Next up, regulatory shifts under the new administration. There's a bunch of more pro-crypto policies. Talk about a strategic Bitcoin reserve, talk about a sovereign reserve fund or a sovereign fund of sorts. And they're looking to position the USA as the global leader in Bitcoin. God, it's hard to talk this morning. Global leader in the world of cryptocurrency. And I do think this will strengthen the dollar and have a lot of big implications worldwide. SEC adaptation. Look, think about this. The last couple of years, the SEC has been trying to choke out your crypto, trying to stop you from being able to get it, onboarded onto different, through banks and things like that. Now they're saying banks can custody crypto. So big shift in position. Do you think number 2 is going to have that big impact and really is going to be the narrative and the story that drives the market? I know a lot of this is baked in already, but what do you think? Do you think number 2 is going to have a major impact? Let's go to number 3. Meme coin and market speculation. We can't get away from the meme coins. Americans love gambling, and so does the whole world. And that's really what meme coins are. And then you think about the Trump coin launch a couple weeks back, right before his inauguration. It garnered $14 billion market cap in like 24 or 48 hours, and it was crazy. So meme coins, is meme coin going to be the theme? I personally don't like this meme coin theme. It takes away the market dollars from really useful assets and really useful crypto. And it actually, in my opinion, kind of gives crypto a little bit of a bad name sometimes. Not all the time, but it's like trading cards. So, is this going to be the narrative that pushes us forward? If you think that number 3 is going to be the narrative, go ahead and put 3 down below. Integration of artificial intelligence. AI is all the trends right now. Everything, every business, every software has AI incorporated. We're using AI. Use AI for this. AI is probably the biggest narrative that there is out there in tech right now. It's all AI. Next that'd probably be quantum computing. But right now, AI is all the rage. Every single thing from like your dishwasher to any software out there makes mention of AI. So if you think AI is going to be the next or the big thing that pushes us forward in this bull run, hit number 4 down below for AI. Tokenization of real world assets, RZA. This is RWA. Financial integration. So talking about tokenization of stocks, bonds, treasuries, all of these things, and maybe art, houses, cars, who knows where it's going to end. But is tokenization, you're talking about, it's a financial instrument. I watched a pretty interesting interview the other day about tokenization, and it could possibly be in the quadrillions of dollars. And I don't know. I think, to me, number 5 is a big one, tokenization of real world assets. I think this one is one that's going to be talked about for a long time. I'm sure people are trying to figure out, well, if we do this, how can this go bad? How could this fail us? What's wrong with it? Could it be hacked? Could people steal my house from Asia somewhere? If my house is in the United States, can they steal it some way, shape, or form, the ownership based on tokenization? There's a lot of things to consider when we talk about tokenization, but it does make a lot of sense. And I know this is being explored heavily. So if you think number 5, tokenization of real world assets, is the narrative that's really going to drive crypto in the future, go ahead and put number 5 down below. Advancements in decentralization finance and layer 2 solutions. DeFi has been a place of extreme curiosity. There's lots of opportunities in the DeFi and these layer 2s, but is this what's going to take over banking? Is banking going to go away and we're going to have a true decentralized finance system? Is this the narrative that's really going to push crypto to the next level? There's a lot of people that say this is the whole point of crypto, that it's really to eliminate banking systems and to have this higher yield, higher use system that cuts out the middleman. So if you think number 6 is the narrative that's going to push forward crypto in this bull market, go ahead and hit a number 6 down below. So look, this is all not, these things that we're talking about here, this is not all new stuff, but the market right now is so sideways, it's trying to pick a direction, and it doesn't know if this is the end of the bull market or not. Now, I think there's still room to run. I still think that it's just they're waiting for the next thing. I think we waited way too long for something that was never going to happen, like quantitative easing, and that was a narrative that people just didn't understand when they're spewing that information about quantitative easing. But what's really going to push us forward? Is it one of these 6 things? Is it something different? Is it something we haven't even seen yet? Is it going to be, is XRP going to take over the banking world with cross-border solutions and moving money around and reducing of fees on all these things? Is something like that what it's going to take to really propel crypto into not just the mainstream through ETFs, but the daily usage of a crypto? Or maybe it's not XRP. A lot of people say it's Hedera. Some people thought it was Matic back in the day. So this narrative has kind of changed a little bit, or at least the players in the narrative changed, but the narrative really hasn't changed. What is it going to be? I, for one, I'll tell you all about which one I think it's going to be in tomorrow's video. But right now, I'm going to look to see what you all think. So I'm going to also do a poll on Twitter on this. So if you're not on my X feed, go ahead and hit the link to join my Twitter feed down below. That's all I got. I hope you're having a great day, great holiday weekend. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely put them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I'm out here. I'll see you next time.